The San Diego Wave get an A for me right now in this early season report card, and I'll tell you why. They're not getting an A plus because they have won 4 games, but they did drop that opening game. But honestly, they're starting to look like one of the more dangerous teams in the league that can stay consistent and still be fighting near the top at the end of the season. Yes, I know they opened up the season with a loss to Houston, which looked a lot worse on that weekend than it does now, considering that Houston has done so well. But even though they had that loss, if you look closely, there should be warning signs for other teams in the league of what the Wave are becoming, okay, or have become, okay. Because they had more of the ball, 70% possession, okay. They had more shots, 18-5. They had 14 corners, and they created way more chances. So why the loss, though? Well, they ran into Jane Campbell in goal for the Dash, who was just put on an unbelievable performance that day. So, but since then, their response was immediate in what a coaching staff wants. They've ripped off 4 wins in a row. And what I like about San Diego right now is they are not surviving on luck. There seems to be some real organization there. They look balanced. They look dangerous in the attack, and they seem to be a team that knows exactly who they are now and has figured things out between staff and players, and there's a real connection there. And that matters a lot, obviously, when you're getting wins. But let's talk some of the players. Dudinha has been friggin' huge, okay? 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 games. Godfrey's been huge, rookie of the month, chipping in 3 goals and I think an assist. You got Dolly in midfield that's bringing them all that rhythm and control that they were lacking before last year, I think. Helps maintain the structure and transition, and she's doing great at that. Defensively, they've looked stronger too because they're way more siloed. They keep their shape better than they did last year. So, that structure is more organized and way less chaotic than we were used to seeing from this team before. So, if they can keep combining that attacking firepower with the defensive stability, now you're talking about a team that can do some real damage in this league. And that's why they're in first place right now. So the other reason I'm high on them, they're not a one-player team right now. They're getting contributions from all over the place, and that's important because when multiple players are contributing, as we all know, you have multiple attacking threats. You have multiple people helping control the midfield that can act as a playmaker too. And then you have the defense just holding up, and the goaltending's been great too. You have a consistent team. So I do have one concern still. Yes, just one, okay? Because it's very concerning about how much control they were showing against Houston and didn't even get 1 goal. You could say there's not enough cutting edge in front of goal, etc. But you can't have that happen too often because it's also bad for morale. But other than that, okay, they're a real team. And overall, their start has been very impressive, and they look way faster, sharper, more confident than last year, and they look like a team that is definitely going to scare people as you start seeing them on the schedule. So my early season grades an A. They'd have an A+ if they'd have gotten that win against Houston. There's no doubt in my mind. I would have given them that. They're going to be a real contender, and they deserve to be in first place right now. So what grade would you guys give them? Let me know in the comments what you think. And if you like NWSL content and women's soccer content, please consider liking and subscribing because I'm going to be adding more and more things. Even though I'm getting a job with an international academy, I'm probably going to do a lot more women's soccer as we go. And, well, we'll see. I might be in the USL soon enough, too. So, anyway, leave a comment below and let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.